Hi Leo, welcome. This is Tiffany with the Feminine Inquisition. We're doing your reading for Taurus season. I hope that you're well, and we're just gonna see what it is that you're dealing with right now. We're just gonna be obedient and see whatever it is that the cards want to say to me, because it's a crazy time and we can't really plan too much at this moment. So I'm using, to start out, the Akashic Tarot. We'll see what messages want to come through, and we'll continue to go from there. You'll know this is your reading by what does show up. If it's not yours, leave it here for someone else, or check your other placement. Do not take the energy if it's not yours. So let's just get into it. I'm going to flip the camera, and we go. For Leo, for May 2026, please. What do we need to know for Leo? What does Leo need to know? Thank you. One card. Archangel Gabriel is at the bottom of the deck, and it's the War of the Roses, and it's in reverse. The situation has gotten worse. Are you in a no contact situation? Leo! What's happened? Tell me about it. Who hurt you? Who are you dealing with? What does it have to do with? Archangel Gabriel. I always forget exactly what Archangel Gabriel does in this deck. Like, I know that Raphael is about heart opening, and I know that Michael's about communication, but Gabriel's about, Gabriel's about powers of communication. Okay. So, in terms of what it is that you could have said, what it is that you did say, and or what someone said to you, that's the War of the Roses. Are you fully expressed? That's my first question. Did you say everything you needed to say? Because I'm going to say yes. Leos often go for the jugular. They love to cut before they know if it is the right person indeed to be cut. And also they have no sense of severity. So I'm not telling you anything you don't already know about yourself. You've probably had to walk back a few things that you've said in this life as is. But that being said, it is also a War of the Roses. And that card in this deck suggests that intuition told you something very particular, but you could not hear it. So maybe there was something that was said to you. And you didn't address it because you wanted it to just go away. But it didn't go away. It's gotten worse. Let's check it out. Let's see. Clarify this War of Roses for me, please. 8 of Earth on its side. Sometimes there's a harmony. Sometimes there's inconsistent efforts. The 6 of Air and the 6 of Earth. 2 sixes back to back. One has to do with leaving, to mentally persevere, to get your head right. Keep calm and carry on. The other one is about bringing balance to the situation and addressing it head on. 2 of Water. We are talking about an exchange between people who care about each other, and effort is on its side. So that's to say, where you stand in this, what you've done, what you think you've done, what the other person has done, what you think they've done. It's problematic. It's problematic because you're stuck in the middle. You don't know which way to go. Let's check it out. And here's why. 2 of Water, Page of Fire, Fool. Already we've got, I want this. I like this. I'm part of it. I'm excited. I want to discover. I want to make a change. I want to do this differently. I want to reset. I want to begin again. I want to be free. I want to course correct. I want to make a move. I want this next step to be the best step, because I can manage my happiness because I know where I'm going, because I know what I choose. And at the bottom of the deck, there's tons of regret. So how are you going to move like this with regret? Like I said, the Six of Swords is to move away from something. The Six of Earth is to bring balance to a situation. So I don't know what you're talking about, but it seems a little confusing for me, because if you're going to move away from something, how are you going to also bring balance to the situation? Unless we're talking about moving away from something different and bringing balance to something different, right? Are we talking about two different situations at the same time? Let's put all this back in. For Leo, show me the Six of Air, please. What are you going away from? For May, for Leo. Where do you go? What do you leave behind? Show me, please. What is the Six of Air for Leo for Taurus season 2026? What is this Six of Air? Oh, here we go. The Page of Swords, the Four of Wands, and the Lovers. So the Six of Swords is marked by learning. You don't actually leave anything, you learn. You go away from what was the original mindset. I understand now. You used to look at this a particular situation. You used to look at this a particular way, and now you're trying to be open to look at it in a different way. This being a relationship between someone that you care a lot about. So, in that way, Archangel Gabriel is doing his business. At the bottom of the deck, I have the Nine of Wands. So let's just play this out. Nine of Wands to the Queen of Pentacles to the Ace of Wands. Well, okay, interesting. Chariot to the Three of Wands to the Seven of Cups, followed by the High Priestess. So much of this has to do with your emotional intelligence. It's hard for you to let go of what has happened previously and start again, because your boundaries become burdensome, even to yourself. You block off things based on pain, and then you don't know how to begin again. But that you really want to. You've shown me the Fool. The Chariot is here, ready to support you in whatever endeavor and direction you'd like to fly off into. You'd like to consolidate your energy. The universe said, we can do it with you if you want. You just choose, and we can take you there. But there's a delay, and that delay, I think, has to do with second guessing not only what you want, but also what you live through. And until you are sorted about past, present, and future, you won't be able to take a step, and the universe will not co-create or collaborate with you, because you need to be decided. The universe does not take ambivalent energy, but it just won't give you the results of what you're looking for. So let's say you were, on one hand, one side of you split, like a Gemini. I want this, and also I don't want that, or I want this and I want that, or sometimes I want this, sometimes I want that. The universe will be very much at a standstill also. And so the delays will happen, even though you feel like you're moving. You won't reach the destination. The intuition and the desire are really very much present. I have the High Priestess and the Empress. So the person that you seek is of a highest caliber, not only in your eyes, but in general. So let's continue, okay? I asked about the Six of Swords, Leo. I'm going to now ask about bringing balance to the situation. What you've shown me when I clarified the Six of Swords was the situation, but I want to know why you would need to bring balance to it. Why Archangel Gabriel is part of your relationship. Like, the angels don't just show up. They are protectors. So they are protecting someone in this scenario, and they are bringing about change so that a contract can be honored. Now that's at the soul level, the karmic level, In essence, there's something that's faded here. Can I see the Six of Earth? What is the balance? Well, these cards are just here. Let's see what they say. Yeah, so bringing love into the situation, bringing tenderness and warmth and value to where someone has been left behind, left out, cut out, really disappointed. A lot of disappointment here. But I'm just going to still continue to flip out, okay? And see what comes through. 9 of Cups, right? Also a sense of bringing harmony and balance to things that you really love. This is your wish fulfillment. This is your joy. And this is standing up for your joy. Bringing balance. Can I see more, please? Bringing balance to the situation. I have the Devil, Ace of Wands, and the Six of Cups. So this is what it means to be fearful, as you saw previously when I took the cards at the bottom of the deck. To be fearful to start again with the past experience. You don't want to recreate the past, and the Devil is there to remind you every single day. Oh, they're going to do that stupid thing. You know what they're going to say. You know how they're... That's the Devil. It's a liar. Yeah. And maybe that's why the Archangel Gabriel is here, protecting someone from the devil, protecting someone from an entity, protecting someone from dark thoughts that really cripple the spirit and cripple the will. Humans are meant to experience everything. And if especially you made a contract or you vowed in some way, this War of the Roses, these are structured systems of agreements, and there is a problem in the agreement, and that's why there's a war. What else? Right? And this is not necessarily reconciliation, although it could be. It's about peace. It's about restoring balance to the situation. And there it is, the restoring balance of the fact that there has been a lack of vulnerability, a lack of love or heart forward energy when it comes to whatever has been a separation. Wheel of Fortune, change. So there is a spinning of what looks like the ship into a new direction, and it has to do with a new beginning, even if that's just a new understanding of what happiness could have looked like, what was wished for in this love, to reduce the impact of these swords that were said. Archangel Gabriel, again about communication, again about the war. We don't have to be in war. We could mentally persevere and also bring balance to the situation, because there are new insights on what this relationship really means, how important it is. And the Wheel of Fortune is showing you that there's another way. There is a new direction. Let me just get a sense of how you feel right now. For Leo. Can I know how Leo feels right now? For the World, the Three of Pentacles, the Tower, and the Eight of Wands. Okay. 10 of Swords at the bottom of the deck. So, as it stands, you would like to close out this cycle of what is waiting for someone to take the lead. The Three of Pentacles in this deck in the Osho Zen Tarot is about a guide waiting for someone to take the lead. So you want to close that out. You're tired of waiting for someone to take the lead. Tower, you'd like to blow the whole thing up. You'd like to turn this down, rip the foundation out, and start again. What you start again with, I don't know. The Eight of Wands. You know, you can see the whole big picture. It's Mercury in Sagittarius. This is the equivalent of Mercury. So you have a vision of what this could look like. And it's fire. It's your energy. That's Mercury in Sagittarius. So you could have Sagittarius in your placements, or you could be dealing with someone. But clearly there is a download. There is an understanding, a deep understanding of how you can travel. This person may be at a distance from you, and you can make good on whatever it is. It will require tearing the building down and starting again, but you're fine with that. Nothing is lost. The 10 of Swords here, the betrayal, the sadness, the loss, the separation, none of that really matters. None of it. And the reason why it doesn't matter is because the Ten of Swords in this deck is about nothing is ever lost. There was a camel that turned into a lion that turns into a person. So like, we continuously expand and grow in this life. We are eternal. And I think that maybe that's part of you facing your devil, this finality, this idea, this rigid, fixed perspective is something that you're coming to terms with. And that's part of this, right? We started with this 8 of Pentacles. And, okay, it's a cello or a violin. I'm not really sure. But thing is that one must harmonize their efforts with what can teach them to grow. So if you keep putting efforts in the same exact way and you keep getting results that you don't desire, that's a lack of harmony. And as you can see, this is an instrument that has turned into a tree. And so part of that is, if we look here, the 5 of Pentacles, the loss, the separation, the 8 of Pentacles, 8 minus 5 is the 3 of Pentacles. So what has been lacking here has been cooperation. That's what Archangel Gabriel is here to teach, the communication aspects of collaborating with each other. However, in this deck that I chose to use, this is waiting for someone else to take the initiative. And so in collaboration, one does need to take the lead here and there, not necessarily all the time, but part of collaborating is knowing the limits, the weaknesses of the people that you are working with, so that you also know your weaks and your weaknesses and your limits, so that we can all expand on our strengths without insecurity. And we can do the best that we can to our ability, but trust and respect that the other person also knows where and how they can do. And so that kind of collaboration is more about knowing when not to do something than when to do something, relinquishing the control of this experience. And that would be here with the devil. So let's just see the outcome. Can I see the outcome? For Leo, what would be the outcome? For Taurus season for 2026. Show me the outcome. King of Cups. 2 of Cups, Queen of Pentacles, Death, Star, Page of Cups. Okay, got it. So 9 of Swords at the bottom of the deck. It's going to be about recognizing that the things that hurt you the most were not actually in reality, but were in part a self-infliction of disappointment. And the reason is because so much of the dream was killed by withdrawing investments, putting boundaries up when 2 people may have needed to be more humble. And so the King of Cups is here with the 2 of Cups, to say that there is a huge level of investment, a huge level of love on your behalf, on the other person's behalf. There's a mutual way in which you are both grounded in reality, the Queen of Pentacles, as well as the emotional landscape of what it means to be cozy and to love someone and to honor them and be there for them and understand them. And at the same time, there's a transformation that was required for the dream to take hold. And that transformation is always inherent in a lover's union, because love is mutation. And that has to do with humility. And that did not complete. Like I said, to find harmony, to put efforts into ways that you can grow, to be the better version, the version you have not yet even thought of, the version that the other asks of you, not the same song that you've been playing up until this point. And so a lot of this has to do with your resilience in finding a way to continue to change, to continue to grow. And that is why you showed me over here, Leo, this Page of Swords. You are learning very much what relationship is, how to define it, how to call it in, how to honor it, how to show up in it, what you want from it, how to be seen in it. Because the Lovers Union in the end is worth it. I don't know if you always knew that. I don't know if you're just waking up to it. But it's very much now something that you want to put your best foot forward for. So, very interesting, Leo. I'm not really sure. I think you're operating out of cups at the moment. Could have some earth in your chart, Empress and Queen of Pentacles. Could have some Scorpio, because I've got the Death and the King of Cups. Yeah, we didn't get the King of Fire, but I did get Two of Fire, Page of Fire. Interesting. Whatever it is, there is a cycle that is coming to a close. There is a sort of leveling up. Because the world is here, and the world is here just before the Three of Pentacles. So whatever it is that you would consider as a collaborative effort or an avenue to collaborate with this person is going through a transformation, okay? And you're the one who's in control of what that looks like, because you've shown me the star. You can tap in. This War of Roses does not have to look like a battlefield anymore. Archangel Gabriel is here to help you with this metamorphosis. Can I have some advice for Leo, please, for Taurus season? Yeah. Did you have a war on love previously? I wonder. The war on love. I might name that reading. Okay. So I have first, your hard work is paying off. Okay, so your hard work is paying off, and that has to do with this music, this harmony, this chance for you to, harmonize. It's not a solo set. And that is the new moon in Capricorn. Interesting. And then I have, it's time to release negativity, which is the full moon in Scorpio. Like I said, you may have some Scorpio in your chart. And then here I have a time to give rather than take, which is the new moon in Virgo. And so something about this may culminate in the autumn. You would have a new moon in Virgo season. The Eight of Pentacles would suggest Virgo season. The Six of Pentacles is moon in Taurus, which is now, we had the new moon in Taurus. Yeah, I'm going to get you, I didn't get timing for anyone else, but I do feel like maybe this would assist you in some way about when you might make a move as this page, when this page is complete with his understanding, when this transformation may be complete, and then you can consider what you do with this Chariot here and Fool energy. Can I have timing for Leo? One more. For Leo, timing. For their chance to bring balance to this situation. All right. This one's up, right? That says November. And this says at a special date. So if November is a special date, that says winter. If there is a special date that comes up, if November has something significant for you, November again is Scorpio season. So a lot of Scorpio markings on this reading. And yeah, that's it. So I hope that there was something in this that you found useful, especially the part about understanding about harmonizing your efforts. So even if this is not like a lover's situation, and it has nothing to do with the relationship, it has to do with a friendship, a family member, or some project that you've been working on, just know that harmonizing your efforts, regardless of what you went through, is where Spirit is encouraging you to take on a different approach, to learn something different, to see it a different way. You don't have to be in the war of roses, right? What is a rose but something that blooms and effortlessly gives its scent out into the world? And so it is not something that requires battle or armor, okay? I leave it there. Like, share, comment, and subscribe. And until next time, ciao.